Hi, so this morning we got just me and Frederick training. So we're gonna get on and do our training program. And I'll give a little bit of feedback to Frederick. And you can take a look at how we train. And I'll give a little bit of commentary as we go through. Now, to start off with, we need to do a bit of warming up, get our joints moving, stretch out the muscles a bit so that we can throw these heavy weapons around safely. So I'm going to do that with Frederick. Yeah, here we go. I think just a simple warm up. So shoulder rotations. Trying to get the whole shoulder girdle moving backwards. All the joints moving. Now twisting. Now side to side. So we're stretching different parts of the body. Just so as not to get any injuries. In and out. And now forwards and back. And now circling the waist. And the other way. And a monkey squat. Other side. Alternating. Now, knee rotations. And the other way. And change sides. And the other way. And relax. Okay. So, just we warm up with some chum chin, taking it in turns. Okay. So we're going to do our basic from southern Fujian, China, which is where the southern Shaolin temple was located. And yeah, this is the real strength builder for the Kung Fu. So here we go. Oh, hold on, we take it in turns, yeah? Then we each get a rest, yeah? Okay, that's our Som Chen routine. Go on, Freddie, your turn. Well done, well done, yeah. From there, keep the chest up so the shoulders don't slip forward. Yeah, grip, and first of all, bring the shoulder back and pull the shoulder blade down in the back. Lift the chest up, don't let the shoulder slip forward. There, here the shoulders in the back position. Okay. Here, middle position, but it's down. Grip, come back, shoulder down, back position. Yeah, good. Okay, my turn. Okay, go on. explosive exhalation. Try to get it more explosive. Yeah, one, like powerful burst of air. Yeah, yeah, right from the diaphragm. Right from the diaphragm.
All coming out at once, it's one explosive.
Yeah, yeah. Good. Okay, that's my last one for now. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, well done, Frederick. Is your right shoulder hurting?
No, the shoulder's fine. It's the elbow.
The elbow.
joint, yeah.
Okay, yeah. You can see it's not moving quite right. Okay. So I do a little bit of practice with the weapons now. I think maybe we keep up with the same thing, take it in turns. So here we go, we're going to practice the weapons. And I'm going to start off with the Shaolin double crescent axis. Here we go, this is the axe routine. These are very heavy axes, so quite hard to keep under control. That's the challenge, keeping the weapons under control. Here we go. Okay, so that's my first run through of the day, and I think here I need to get a better flow into this move. This move here, there, there. Maybe more waist turn. This one, it's going about okay. Hang on, up from the squat. Yeah, 1, 2, down. Yeah. And my points to work on in the next run through. Frederick, do you want to do your Guandao?
Yeah, and also do the axis if...
Maybe do the axis. There you go. No. That shoulder or elbow?
Elbow. It's the
Elbow.
the forearm down here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
Try move your arm around a bit.
Yeah. It can move. It's just if I start moving it too quickly with the weight.
It's clicking quite loudly, yeah.
Yeah. It was doing that before as well, so that's
Okay.
not the issue.
Okay. Do you want to try one Guandao, or do you need to give it a rest for a bit? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you're gradually building your smoothness on the routine. So the routine is coming together into a flow. And now you're going to think about the quality of the movements. Yeah. We want to get big flowing movements, especially with this. It's just a heavy weapon. So big flowing movement. Right from the back to the front. You can rest the weapon on your body towards the end. Yeah. Use a lot of leg movement. There. Each move has to be like a big flowing, slicing movement. At the end here. A nice thrust there. Big circles. Jump. Out. Yeah. And here, extend the right arm. The left can be in, by the waist, the right, extend it right out, big movement, yeah. And then up to there. So, big smooth flows, yeah. Yeah. Rest that arm for a few minutes, yeah. So these heavy weapons giving us quite a workout. And now you see that the Indian clubs are getting very popular and people do these kind of movements and try to get a lot of flow. Here you got a kind of traditional weapon sequence, but part of it is to get the strength building in the body and get the flow building up. Here we go again. Okay, so felt much happier with that one. I'm still needing to work on this cut here. I think bringing it back further to get a better slice across there. Okay. You ready to do another quad down? Let's have a good look. Okay, good, well done. Well done. Do just the first 3 steps again. The first 3 steps. Yeah, okay. find the balance point. That's not quite. There it is, yeah. Hold it on the balance point. And it comes across better if you bend your knees to do the salute at the start. Yeah. Big sweeping movement right from back up to the front. That wasn't very good. That's probably a better third movement there. So, doesn't matter so much now, but in the old days, they'd have armour on the legs, but usually not the inside. Yeah. So you'd always attempt to cut the inside of the leg where there's no armour. Yeah. And also, if you could, come up there again. If the armour's hanging down, you can come underneath it, come under the floating ribs there. That's a really good, effective cut. Yeah. There we go. So for now, one more with these. Now I'm going to switch weapons. Here we go. Okay, back to the start point. That's good. That was a better run through. Need a little bit more work on this crucifix, get the two sides even. It's quite demanding on the shoulders because the weight's all stretched right out, so it's quite a difficult move. Okay. Do you want to carry on with that for now? Yeah. Okay, mate. good.
More stretching in the end.
Yeah.
I can feel it when I get into the feet. More.
Extension.
Yeah.
Extension, yeah. Let it slide through the left hand so that you can extend the right. Yeah. Yeah. But it'll be easier when your arm's better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to practice the tiger fork. Yeah. So it's always been my favourite weapon. Yeah. And this is the real one. I used it once. Hit a guy with it once. Carried it to a lot of very dodgy situations, this one. And I'm going to practice a couple of times to get good form with this. This is the light one. Then I got the super heavy one over there. I'm going to do to build up strength next. Here we go. Hey! Hey! So that's the tiger fork routine. It's the same routine Master Tan taught to me back in about 1992, I think. So, 33 years of practice, I think. Okay. Frederick, do you want to carry on with the Quantel or do some freehand routines for a change?
I think freehand's better. I can feel
Do it. Yeah. Maybe practice a few freehand routines. Go on. You choose which one. Okay, good. I'm not gonna comment too much now,
Yeah,
as I know your arm's injured. So it's really not the right time to give feedback, but just keep practicing. And while your arm's injured, try to go for precise movement and smooth flow. You can ignore the power because it'll be healed in a week or two, but go for nice precise movement. Try to kind of get a smooth flow into the movement. Okay, here we go for Tiger Fork number 2. Here we go again. Okay, here we go, back to the spot again. And I think I'm going to work on this transition from banging it down over the head to circling into the upward movement here. And that needs to be smoothened out a bit. There. There. Here, you've got to use the back leg to drive up. And there's power here coming from the waist turn. Here, you've got to shuffle and use the back leg to drive in. Okay. You going to do the same one or a different one?
I think my arm is weak. It's limit for now.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, good. In that case, okay, maybe watch for a little bit and I get you to help take the weapons back. So here we go. So here it is. This is the monster. This is the monster tiger fork. Actually, it's only 5 kilos, so about 11 pounds. But because of the way the weight is out there on the end, well, That feels really heavy when you swing it around. So this one is too heavy for real fighting, and this wasn't made actually for battle. It's a training weapon. And our founder, Master Ung, used to prefer to train with heavier than usual weapons so that you get strength, you build technique. And then when you use a weapon, a normal weight, feels easy like a toy. Here we go. Try not to rip my shoulder out of the socket. Okay, so yeah, it's completely different. Trying this around, you really have to use core and legs to turn it. Just using the arms, one, do it the whole body. Got to come into play to accelerate that weight around. Yeah. It's quite a good workout. Okay, do another one in a minute. How many weapons could you carry at once?
I could probably do 2 or 3.
Maybe take the... Okay, the Quan Dao's finished with. The tiger fork here, not the heavy one, that's finished with. And the axes are finished with. So if you could maybe transport half of that load and come back, yeah. Okay, here we go. One more with the monster. And you've got to use the momentum and the flow, keep it swinging. Here we go. Hey! Okay, that one went pretty well. Of course, what I need to learn to do next is to do it left-handed, so that I work the left shoulder, because all the hardest work is coming from the right. So that's a challenge for the rest of this year, learn to do it left-handed. Okay. Oh, the points, yeah. I mean, you think, what are they for? You have a lot of these downward smashes where you just bring the tiger foot down, and of course then those points there should penetrate right through a skull. Yeah. The skull's not that thick. There's half of that point that's gone through the skull, the other half's into the brain. So they'll puncture a skull. Down. Wham. Okay. So now you can have a little practice with these, the Schwanek. The term kek refers to a weapon with a head like this. Schwang means double. That's the double kek. So the more common version is a slightly bigger head on a long pole used two-handed. These are very unusual ones, the pair of short ones. And these ones have to spin. So that's the most difficult thing with these, is to do the spin. Let's have a go. Okay, so I need more practice with that to get smooth flow through the routines. Needs to be smoothened out a bit. These feel very light after the axis and the big tiger fork. I'll take a quick break and do one more. could you please take this back?
Yeah.
And if the other instructors are in the tea room, just let them know that I'm on my way back in 5 minutes. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Thanks, Frederick.
Just wait by the tea room.
Sorry?
I just wait by the tea room.
If you don't mind, yeah. So here we go. This is my last routine for this training session, and I'm going to do a little bit of a warm down. There we go. Bow. Okay, so that's the Schwanek routine. Needs a little bit of work. I haven't been practicing enough. Maybe just smoothing it out a little bit. That was taught to me by Tan Chai Lee, one of the Namyang instructors in Singapore in 1989. And I bought this pair of Schwanek in Singapore in '89. I think you can't get them anymore, or if you can, it would be very difficult. Long time. Okay, so that's my routines. I'm going to do a little warm down and wrap it up. Thanks for watching. Kung Fu Retreat, Thailand.